What happens when you take Dukes of Hazzard, Crazy Taxi, mix in just enough diesel fumes to make it a legal biohazard? You get Big Mutha Truckers, Truck Harder. Yes, that's the actual title, and that's the game we're talking about.
Punch it.
Do a barrel roll.
I need a weapon.
Just stay there for just 1 second.
Let's back it up. Just a little bit, like a big rig with busted brakes. The original Big Mutha Truckers came out in 2002, and it was kind of like someone tried to make GTA Trucker Edition after binge watching too much Jerry Springer. It was janky, it was loud, and weirdly charming. So when the sequel dropped in 2005, fans expected more big rigs, more mayhem, and hopefully fewer bugs. They got 2 out of the 3. That ain't bad. This time around, the story kicks off with Ma Jackson getting thrown in jail. And why? Well, honestly, it doesn't matter. This isn't The Last of Us. We're not playing for the story here. All you need to know is you're one of her 4 trucker kids, and it's your job to make enough money to pay for her legal defense. How do you do that? Well, by hauling beer, delivering pigs, and taking part in some of the most chaotic Southern Fried minigames ever put into a video game. Like delivering moonshine without crashing, or running over aliens in a parking lot. Yeah, that's a real thing in this game. This time you've got 4 playable characters: Cletus, Earl, Bobby Sue, and Raucus. Basically, a redneck, a biker, a sassy Southern belle, and a guy who looks like Hulk Hogan if he sold fireworks behind a gas station. Each one is a walking stereotype, turned up to 11. And this game leans hard into parody and satire. Subtlety? Never heard of her.
Well, howdy, cousin.
Junior? Cousin Junior? Shoot, I thought you was in Capital City working on your wrestling career.
Huh, I was. But the doctor said it weren't right for me to continue, what with me suffering that concussion, and that dislocated kneecap, and the hernia, and the testicular torsion.
Now mechanically, Big Mutha Truckers 2 keeps the buy low and sell high trucking sim foundation, but it spices it up some. Has expanding training webs, that includes 5 towns, 8 hubs, each with its own American caricature.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but I've been specially trained to resist all torture, mind control, and brainwashing techniques.
But like now, I'm just freeing my inner and outer being from the oppression caused by lack of, inhibition.
Side missions, new mini-games, moonshine running, UFO taxiing, demolition derbies. Police heat systems, you gotta outrun smokies to keep illicit cargo, or they will confiscate it. RPG light upgrades, engines, armor, neon, because the 2000s loved that glow tube. Now this time around, we have some things that have improved, and some things that didn't. So as far as town variety goes, we have 3 new regions, distinct landmarks, some solid upgrades. Couple things that are still kind of broken, we have reused roadside props. Now, as far as mission diversity goes, we have 15 plus unique side gigs, so that's a positive and an upgrade. But still kind of an issue is the escort AI acts drunk all the time. Now controls, that category, we have slightly tighter steering and power sliding, so there's a plus. But camera wrestles you in on corners and it can be a little bit frustrating. Now the load times, we have some upgrades there. If you're playing this on the original Xbox, you got that hard drive, you're going to have better load times. That PlayStation 2, that disc chugs just a little more than you'd like. Now there's plenty of presentation and humor in the game. And visually speaking, we're talking clunky polygons, garish palettes, and a frame rate that hydroplanes in rush hour. But the art direction leans into Saturday morning cartoon absurdity. Think Cell Damage, but with less diesel fumes. Voice acting and humor, over-the-top Southern drawls.
There's just gotta be a way to get some of the long green to help my mama.
You could always look at our notice board. I wouldn't touch it, though. Not without washing your hands afterwards.
Welcome to the Gravy Train. I'm Luann, and I'll be your waitress. I don't hold with this wait person or server bull. I'm a waitress. Always have been, always will be.
But the soundtrack? Southern rock riffs, banjo twang, royalty-free vibes, yet toe-tapping. And the comedy, let's just say it's a time capsule.
And I've got my headshots right here. Could you see they get into the right hands?
Jokes about redneck stereotypes, 2000s pop culture.
But I mean, shoot. Just 'cause a fella can't walk properly, see straight, or remember what he's talking about, doesn't mean he can't with the... I mean...
Ha! Borscht make women strong like horse. American food make you weak and puny like donkey. Ha!
And innuendos thicker than molasses. Your mileage may vary in this game. Alright, let's shift the gears and hit you with some fun facts that'll make your horn honk. The game was refused classification in Australia at first because of its raunchy humor and, let's say, questionable themes. And the developers? Yeah, they're the same folks behind Ride to Hell Retribution. Yeah, that Ride to Hell. So yeah, these guys definitely have a thing for chaotic, cursed games. And number 3, the subtitle, Truck Me Harder, totally real. Someone actually wrote that. And someone else approved it. Total legends.
It's gonna be legend. Wait for it. Keep waiting. Wait for it. Almost there. Dairy. Legendary.
I personally feel like this game holds up. It still has a legacy due to the fact that it was released at $20 when it launched in 2005. The original game was the same way. Only $19.99. That was a big deal for this game. And it really pushed the bar for everybody else making video games back then. We were living in a $50 world back then for games. Now we got these $20 titles that aren't too bad. They're actually quite a bit of fun. So to see these come out, no microtransactions, no season passes, just putting you behind the wheel of a big rig and giving you a bunch of mini games to go get Ma Jackson out of jail, it was a ton of fun. I enjoyed it. It was way better than most people would have expected, and for a $20 title, it hit right where it needed to. So what's the legacy of Big Mutha Truckers 2? Well, it never got a third game, probably for the best. But it did leave behind a greasy, glorious skid mark on gaming history. It's not a great game, but it is a great time. Especially if you've got a couple friends, a couple drinks, and a high tolerance for jank. If you're looking for something unapologetically dumb and fun, give Big Mutha Truckers 2 a spin. Just don't take it too seriously, because it sure doesn't. Well, that's it for this blast from the past. And if you had a blast, hit that like button harder than Earl hits a possum at 80 miles per hour. And tell me in the comments, did you ever play Big Mutha Truckers 2? Or is there any other weird forgotten game you want me to cover on the Next Generation Play? Until next time, go grab a controller and pick a generation and play.